Hello everyone, there is going to be a lot to talk about in this video, so stay tuned. I'm going to go over the teaser trailer that was just released today, and there's also a few small updates and I'm just going to go over kind of what appears to be a few new maps in the game. So this is very exciting. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this kind of stuff. So with that said, there is the Ready or Not Boiling Point trailer out right now. It is a teaser trailer right now. And the description reads, the relentlessly debased city of Los Sueños faces an existential crisis when a subversive terror attack severs any remaining faith in what's become an ineffective and overwhelmingly militarized city government. Now, as you guys know, we've been waiting for a lot of time to see new content with Ready or Not. Now it looks like it's coming here. As I've already said, if you guys are unaware, it is going to be streamed on something called the Future Game Show on March 12th. There is a bunch of times. I do have them listed on my other video, but they are like around, it's 1 p.m. PT, 4 p.m. ET, 8 p.m. GMT, and 9 p.m. CET, just really quickly. But back to the trailer. It basically shows a small child with an adult male going to a park, and they are having fun. There's a Ferris wheel, looks like a fair, amusement rides, all that kind of stuff. And they're going through the fair, interacting with stuff. And eventually they find somebody who has some type of device, and it does appear to be some type of like chemical device, and it's some type of bioweapon. And as they kind of go on the rides and they end on a merry-go-round, and the adult male does end up getting shot and he falls down to the floor. And of course the small child is looking over the adult male who was just hit. And if that isn't harrowing, I don't really know what is. It's quite interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you feel like this is being too censored, or do you think this is probably just about right? But it does end after that. It is called Boiling Point, and based on a quick look at the Steam post, which I will also be going over. I'm just going to read this out here. It's about that time, officers. Welcome back. We are receiving reports of an attack that was executed at La Costa Park. We're briefing officers as quick as possible, and SWAT is gearing up to deploy. Strap in, because the situation across Los Sueños is rapidly escalating. So we know what that means. And of course, the harrowing content in the teaser is the content in the teaser is extremely harrowing, but critical to the unfolding story of Los Sueños, the LSPD, and the D platoon. So this is definitely going to be a very, very awesome update. And of course, when looking further at Steam, there is some screenshots. Now, the first few screenshots, of course, shows the fair with the Ferris wheel and all those little attractions and like some food stands. And then it shows Unity Bank of Los Sueños, the Unity Trust Bank of Los Sueños. Now, obviously this means we're probably going to be getting a bank map, and a lot of people have been waiting for a bank themed kind of robbery, and this I think is going to be it. Now, I'm probably going to show some screenshots here of the only two screenshots that we have right now. It is the front of the Bank of Los Sueños. It does look like a lot of barricades and police cars. It looks straight out of a movie. And inside the bank, there is a very elaborate statue of, people holding up a light. And there is some carvings, intricate carvings in the walls, the statues. It's a very upscale bank, and it does appear to be very, very big and well lit. So this is what we have been waiting for. We have been waiting for new maps for a very long time. It looks like we're at least getting to, as far as I can see, just based on these set of screenshots. Of course, we are also getting all of the bonus updates with the patch that is also coming, which I had discussed in a previous video. Seeing that CS gas fixed as well. Also, there was a small little YouTube short recently showing off that, and console players are going to be very happy about this one. there is no more floating casings in the air after you shoot them. So anybody who is on console, which I'm sure a lot of you are, that is going to be no longer an issue. Also, there was an issue with volumetric fog, where every time you put on your night vision or something, and I think restart the game, the map would cloud up with a bunch of like fog, as if it was like, you know, the Black Pearl is coming or something. And it was super unnatural fog. And it does look like that's going to also be fixed. They showed that in a short. As for the trailer, it is just a teaser trailer. And as it says before, there's going to be more being shown on this update on March 12th, as I said. So make sure to check that out. So tell me what you guys think. Are you guys finally ready to play some new maps? I am super excited to play this new map. I'm not super excited to play the Ferris wheel map, but I am very interested in seeing that bank map and seeing how that is. I really want to see some of these CQB scenarios and try them out and kind of see what the best strategies are. I'm very curious, and I would love to see some new weapons, new armory kind of related stuff, anything in that armory, you know, new tools. I would love to see anything. A drone would be impeccable and amazing. It'd probably be too OP, so I don't think they'd ever do something like that, but we can still dream. We can still hope. Now, it is coming out on March 12th. As I said, that is going to be on the Future Games Show. So make sure you guys are staying tuned and get that date free. Make sure to cancel work, do all that kind of stuff, because hopefully it's going to be a fun day for everyone. I do plan on streaming that day, assuming nothing else goes wrong with whatever. Hopefully my stream can actually, you know, not have any issues or hiccups while I'm doing this, but I will be covering this on this day the best I can. I'll be streaming on YouTube, so if you want to just check that out, go to my channel, of course, and you'll see me streaming. I'll probably be streaming basically right after the show. Probably like just a little bit after. It'd be 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how things go. And if you guys want to come in to the stream, and I will be trying to cover and see this new content, play this new content. So if you do want to take a little sneak peek before you guys start playing, or before you even buy it, because I believe you have to buy it. It is not a free update. You will have to be buying it. A lot of the time, I feel like it's probably not going to be just maps, especially when you are announcing a big trailer at a, you know, a streaming place where they are showing off big notable things with the trailer and such. So hopefully we get more items, more maps, more gadgets, you know, more cosmetics, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have that multi-attachment tool system, so we can have more than just like a flashlight on our rifles and such. So we can actually have laser pointers and IR lasers and flashlights, and now canted sights. You know, now we're going to have functional zoom with our actual sights, so we can have a good variable sight for close range and far range. I honestly think I'm going to be probably testing out the digital sight first, because that's going to be probably a very significant sight now. Because of course, what can that do? Well, it can zoom in and out and can be good for close CQB and for those longer shots. I think I called it a digital sight, but that's probably from another game. But anyway, we are going to be checking that out and going over and testing these things and seeing what is the best. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to check that out. As I said, I'm going to be streaming, but that is going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day.